Hello. In episode 6 of Earth Abides, we learn whether Joey survives the disease. Earth Abides is a 6-episode limited television series based on George R. Stewart's 1949 post-apocalyptic novel. The series follows Isherwood Ish Williams, who finds himself in a dystopian world where the bulk of the population has succumbed to a deadly virus. The subsequent episodes focused on Ish's survival efforts, including forming a community with other survivors. Earth Abides Episode 6, the series finale, was released on December 29, 2024. The episode, Forever is Tomorrow, is in year 20, following the pandemic. The fatal virus returns and infects the majority of survivors in San Lupo. The infection spreads to Ish's youngest son, Joey, which is even more horrifying. Although the rest of the town recovers, Joey succumbs to the illness and dies. Episode 6 of Earth Abides. Heather tells the narrative of Rafe's murder in Earth Abides Episode 6. The 6th episode of Earth Abides begins in year 20, with Heather discussing her experience with Rafe. According to her, the pair did not comply with their family's request to return by winter. Despite driving towards the north, they did not encounter anyone else. The towns and cities they approached were empty, as nature gradually regained control. After camping near a beach, the couple decided to stay there. The couple enjoyed their time together and promised to stay together forever. During their trial, the couple saw red arrows throughout their surroundings. Each arrow consisted of 2 written digits that directed to a certain location. The young couple followed the arrows, but it only led to dead ends. In episode 6 of Earth Abides, a couple deviated from their original course and settled on the edge of a perilous cliff. They chose here to be their final destination before returning home. In the woods, they encounter a weird bearded man who threatens Rafe with a knife, prompting Heather to surrender all the food. However, Rafe attempts to flee, and the man stabs him fatally. Despite killing the man with a hammer, Heather fails to save Rafe. Heather returns home alone after offering a proper burial for the deceased. After her jeep breaks down, she walks back to San Lupo on her own. Heather discovers that the bearded guy who killed Rafe is Silas, who was banned from the community in episode 5 of Earth Abides. Rafe was killed with the same knife that Ish had given him before his forced departure from the village. In episode 6 of Earth Abides, Joey continues to struggle with his illness. The protagonist's thinking becomes fuzzy, and he believes his father has lost his immunity to his son's system. Heather asks his father to give Molly ample time to develop an antidote for the disease. Meanwhile, the scene turns to Jean, who has betrayed her resolve to not drink alcohol. She takes a shot in memory of her son but stops immediately to avoid becoming overwhelmed by her sadness. When Joey's fever worsens, Ish and Jorge help him cool off with an ice bath. Ish seeks solace in God's religion, but his worst nightmare becomes a reality. Joey dies from the infection, but the rest of the town recovers. Ish abandons his ambition to establish a survivors' colony after being completely devastated by this event. Ish attempts to burn down the public library and removes graffiti from the town hall, which welcomes survivors into the town. Emma successfully persuades him to reconsider his actions. Ish overcomes his grief and continues to teach the next generation how to survive in the new environment. Ish educates young people to value what they have now over what is available in the outside world. He encourages people to live in harmony with their resources and not take anything for granted. Thank you for watching.